Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about some composer news, some cool videos I saw, and what I'm playing right now. Tell me what you think, and like I said, feel free to give me some feedback. I'm still new to this and I want to grow, so tell me what you think I should do and what topics I should talk about. But let's get on with the video. So first I want to talk about IGN had a great interview with one of the lead designers from FromSoft. His name is Shoi Miyazawa. I'm sorry I'm probably butchering that name, but it's a really cool video. I highly recommend checking it out. He discusses like themes. So there's a new DLC for Elden Ring. It's called Elden Ring Night Rain, if you haven't heard about it. And it's really cool because there's like a day and night cycle and how they're leveraging that theme thematically into the soundtrack, and how they divvy up the work, because FromSoft has a very talented staff, and they he kind of goes into detail how they divvy up the work. And so it's just really interesting. And like I said, I'm looking forward to Night Rain. I haven't had time to play it yet. I'm hopefully gonna do it like within the next week, because currently I'm playing a game right now called Hell Is Us. Hell Is Us, the demo's out. I've been looking forward to this game for a very long time, since the second I saw it, like about a year ago. I've been listening to some of this. I'm probably like an hour and a half in. I might even like post a video about it on just to show how I'm playing it. I'm digging the world. The combat is still not that great. I'm still early. I don't think I have everything unlocked, but I highly recommend checking it out. And I've been listening to the soundtrack. It's very synthy 80s vibe almost, but I'm really digging it. You guys should check it out. I'll put like a little video of the trailer and a little bit of my gameplay, but I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're interested. The demo's free. I'm probably going to buy this. It was up there with my top most anticipated games of the year. This, Silk Song, Expedition 33. Hopefully this lives up to the hype. But tell me what you guys think if you guys give it a shot. Or I might just post a whole video of me playing it on like another channel or something. Tell me what you guys think. But also going back to Expedition 33, because I just mentioned it, it was really cool. They recently released, they sold 3.3 million copies, which is amazing. A game that was released on Game Pass, and they did it in 33 days, which is kind of weird. But there's still no news regarding the vinyl for it yet, unfortunately. I know everyone wants to know about that. But the devs are talking about making DLC for it. But they since the success, they decided to probably put that on hold and focusing on refining the base game experience right now by adding like a photo mode. I'm interested in it. I'm excited. I'm trying to take my time with this game, because it's like a game that I highly recommend you don't blow your load right away. Just take your time, enjoy it. It reminds me of almost like, people are comparing this game to Final Fantasy VII, and I see why. That's why I'm just savoring it. I'm enjoying it. I'm already probably like 40 hours in. I'm right at the end of the game. I'm just finishing up side quests, but I don't want it to end. I'm enjoying it. The game is freaking beautiful. It's rare when turn-based combat is this freaking fun. If you haven't played it, please, this is like an absolute buy. Just for the soundtrack alone. I brought the soundtrack on Steam. That's how much I loved it. But check this game out. Oh, one thing that's really interesting is Jennifer English. She voiced characters in Expedition 33, but also she voiced Shadowheart in Baldur's Gate 3, who's my favorite character in Baldur's Gate 3, and she also voiced that character in Elden Ring. I mean, this girl is just like basically she's in every single game of the year for like the last few years. But check it out if you haven't. So I read this article recently, and it's about how video game companies are leveraging AI to make their games, and it kind of leaves me with a feeling of a bit of despair, every day when I hear more news about AI. It's never in a way that I think it benefits the average people. The only thing everyone's hyped about is how it's gonna get rid of people from doing the art, and it's just disgusting to me. All these CEOs just want to be the first trillionaire on the planet, and I just despise it. I try my best to like not watch any content that's made on AI. If I see a YouTube channel that's like basically AI videos, I'm just not gonna, like, I get it if you're like a small creator and you just need a picture done. I've done it just to test, to mess around with it, but it's not really. I hope if I ever, like the icon I use for this channel, it's an AI capybara, but I think I'm going to, you know, once, if this channel makes any money, that's like the first thing I'm going to do is just get a professional, because I have no artistic ability myself to do this. Regardless, is this, I don't know, I see CEOs and game companies, they're leveraging AI more than other industries, and I'm expecting them to use AI music, which is like, I don't know if you've seen Spotify lately, it's just flooding Spotify with some AI, you know, slop. I just despise it. Back in the day, there was some, I know people do not like lo-fi. I think lo-fi is has a special place. I used it listening to it in college, and also my wife loved it when she was studying, you know. And also there's this one famous lo-fi song with like, it's kind of like a Simpsons vibe one that's like amazing. If you haven't heard it, I'll put a link in it below, but it's just an amazing track. But yeah, it just makes me, I don't know, like I said, I hope we as a society just kind of come together and just make a decision like, yeah, this AI stuff is trash. But anyway, like I said, my goal is to, if I buy something, it's going to be from an artist, and from, if it's a game, if they're leveraging AI, I will absolutely not buy the game. And I hope Steam and other, you know, platforms where we buy this inform the customer, or there's legislation that inform the customer AI was used, you know, in making this game. If there is, I don't want any part of it. But tell me what you guys think. Like, should there be like a warning label on your games now? Like, oh, this thing was made with, it's kind of like, you know, it's like finding out if your armor was made from Isengard, you know? It's like, what the hell? So there's a game that's, I think it's gonna be coming out on Game Pass. It's called Replaced. I'm excited. Take a look at this, take a listen to this trailer song. It's freaking amazing. It's like almost like a Blade Runner type of 2D game, but it's 3D elements, like with Batman, Arkham Asylum. Check this game out. I'm excited for it. It's a game that's supposed to be coming out this year. I've been looking at it since like 2020. But the music, it's freaking great, man. I highly recommend checking this out. It's by Igor Grisey and for Marina's Torque. Sorry, I'm just so bad at names. But check it out. I'm loving this. The game. I'll play a video of the gameplay. Tell me what you guys think. So now there's a game coming out called Neverway. This is like Stardew Valley, but it's almost like a horror game at the same time. I'm digging it. Clip of the gameplay. Tell me what you guys think. Also, one thing that got me excited about this game is the composer. It's Disasterpeace. This guy has done work for Fez, but one of my favorite work that my favorite tracks that he's done is Hyperlight Drifter. Here, I'll play a clip of it. Hyperlight Drifter is such an amazing soundtrack. Tell me what you think. I think the soundtrack is so memorable to me, to be honest, because it kind of captures like the whole sickness that's happening in this world, and then this weird future. It's definitely one of my favorite games, and I always remember this track, and I would always listen to it when I used to work in New York City in an office. And also, I think this is a great segue into another game called Zwaard. It's basically a Hyperlight Drifter remake, but like, it's the music, it sounds just like Hyper Light Drifter, but also in the gameplay looks like it, but it's his own thing. The composer, Tom Sanborn, is doing a great job with this so far. I'm digging it. I'm very interested in this game as well, because I think Hyper Light Drifter, the original game, not the new one that came out, this one has so much potential, and I feel like it's not tapped yet. I think they should have made a Hyper Light Drifter 2. I think there was like so much more potential in this game. But regardless, tell me what you think of Zwaard and the soundtrack. But I was trying to find the composer's other tracks just to kind of get a vibe to see what he's done. He's only done, what I saw, was a game called Tower of Dreams. It's a very different game genre, like, so I don't think it's really comparable. It's not my cup of tea, but what he's done for Zwaard sounds amazing. So tell me what you guys think. So now I'm going to talk about some new releases. Expedition 33, they're releasing, they had a collector's edition of the Monolith. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to go into detail, but the Monolith, if you pre-order it, you could get it, but it was like about now I think it's selling on eBay for like $2,000. But they decided to remake some more. I'll put a link down below. Laced Records is distributing it, but it probably won't come out. I think it's set to like I think like early next year or late this year. Anyway, but I think I'm gonna get it. I want this. I love this game. This game is freaking special, and it's worth owning. Now, this is not video game soundtrack, but it is an anime that I do really love. It's called Frieren. If you wanted something like the Ring of Power, this anime does everything you wanted in Ring of Power and more. Check it out. It's called Frieren. It's amazing. And it don't let the cute art style fool you. There's something special about this anime that I think everyone should take a watch and listen, because it's something that I freaking love the characters. They're so good. And yeah, I don't really recommend too many animes to people, but this is one if you want some Lord of the Rings, check this out, okay? If you're feeling like disgusted with the Ring of Power, you'll enjoy this. Shin Megami Tensei? I can't pronounce these freaking names. 5 volumes. The soundtrack the box set is coming out. Feel free to pre-order that. It's on fangamer.com. Also, I want this, but I decided not to. I decided to go with Shadow of the Erdtree, but Metal Gear Solid, the vinyl collection's out. And you know, if you're like a Kojima fanboy like myself, you understand. But it's coming out, and I think it's maybe, if you're interested in it, definitely check it out. It's now Final Fantasy IX 25th anniversary soundtrack. I don't know if this is, from what I saw, it doesn't look like it's all the tracks. It's only like a few, but yeah, it's coming out. I know, to be honest, I played this game twice when it first came out, and I don't remember too much of it. This is probably my least memorable, even though I enjoyed it. It's one of my, I love the world. I love Vivi. I love the summons in the game, but I don't really remember too much of the soundtrack for this Final Fantasy game. I need to probably re-listen to this one. It's not like as memorable as like Final Fantasy 8 or 7 or 6, but to me. But maybe that's something I need to revisit. Also, I pre-ordered something again, okay? I don't know, I haven't told my wife about it, but it's Chrono Trigger Volume 2 Piano Collection. It's coming out September 2025. It's Chrono Trigger. It is what it is, right? So now I want to talk about a quick review, okay? There's not many like soundtracks where, yeah, like you know, there's certain games that have like amazing soundtracks, but like it's not that common where I love almost every single track, okay? Besides like Chrono Trigger, you know, Final Fantasy 6, you know, but like there's certain classics that I just adore. But there's one like amazing soundtrack by Darren Korb. This guy is a genius, okay, at Supergiant Games. And then first, let me talk about this game a little bit. It's about a woman who loses her voice, and it's kind of like, I feel like a lot of the gameplay elements, it's kind of set the basis for Hades, but there are not many vinyls I tell people that they should be buying. This is one of them though, okay? This is an exception, okay? Transistor is one of those few I highly recommend to get. And the vocals in this is by a woman named Ashley Barrett. She's amazing, okay? I love her voice. I listen to these tracks all the time. My son loves it. I do think, even if you're not like big into video game music, I still think this song, these tracks, you should listen to. My wife, she doesn't really care about video game music, okay? But she knows these tracks and she likes them because they're just so good. I think these are one of those tracks that these albums that kind of transcends people's like their genres that they like. Highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a link to Darren Korb's YouTube channel, and you could listen to yourself. It's just so good. There's even a version of these tracks that have a humming version of it, which is also great. I like both. If they made that, I don't know if that came out, but like I said, this is one of my favorite vinyls. I listen to every single side of this. I enjoy all of it. It's just, when I sit here reading, it's usually I'm listening. Lately, it's been this. But also, one thing I want to touch about is the thing that's amazing about this is when a composer could touch on like to make these songs fit thematically in the game and it kind of tell a story. It kind of shows how good the composer is. Like this game, I feel like he understood the story of the game, and when you're playing the game, the game gets elevated by the music, and these are one of the examples. Like Expedition 33, when you're playing it, that music hypes you up. This is the same thing. I love this. Supergiant Games, like they do an amazing job with almost all their tracks. I own Hades as well. I ended up buying that, and I love that as well. But this is my favorite. Also, I want to highly recommend a composer I've been listening to off and on. He does covers for famous video game tracks. So his most watched video, I'll put a link down below, is of Elden Ring, but he also did Celeste as well, which is my favorite version that he did. His name is ROZENDJ. Check out his tracks. It sounds amazing. He did, like I said, his Elden Ring track has like about 2 million views. Freaking guy is on fire. I love it. I just thought, it's worth a look to listen. If you're interested in it, and if some of your games are in there, check that out. And then I want to talk about something that's not really like music related, but I figured I love Souls-like games, so I got this book by Toon and Fairweather. It is one of the prettiest books I've ever owned, and I own quite a decent selection of books, but like this one is so beautiful. Like I don't know if this video does it justice. Like the leather outside feels amazing. The pages look freaking beautiful. Like the artwork is great, and the little details in the pages, some of the artwork is great. The coloring in the pages is like a gold foil. It's hard to tell. I don't think the camera does it justice, but it's just beautiful. If you're interested in this, I highly recommend checking this out. It is amazing. I don't want to spoil like if you're gonna get this, all the artwork in here, but look at this. This is like, it's blad. This is just, this is so good. I'm like enjoying this. I'm like maybe like 50 or 60 pages in, and I'm reading about the dragons. I'm a big lore nerd, and yeah, this is something that's worth having if you're interested in, you know, Elden Ring. And yeah, these guys did. I was a little hesitant on getting this because it was pretty expensive, but they knocked it out of the park, man. With the quality, the foil. The only thing I have a knock on about this book is that there's no like, you know, like bookmark, like the ribbon, you know. But besides that, this is like one of my favorite books. Yeah, and like I said, the texturing is beautiful. And I own book from Folio Society. I own a few books from them. It's as tied right now with my Dune book and this book. But yeah, if you're interested in it, and you know, I love environmental storytelling, kind of like in Elden Ring and Dark Souls. And right now I'm playing Hell Is Us. So, like I said, tell me what you guys think. Feel free to leave, you know, some comments on what you guys want me to cover, or if you have any tracks that I've never heard, please let me know. Hopefully, like I said, I think I said this in my last video, my goal is to get people to, you know, listen to more video game music, but also show appreciation to some of these composers. And lastly, you know, like I said, it's something special. I think video game music is special. I think the right track could like make a game, you know, from like an 8 to like a 10, especially in certain moments, right? So anyway, that's all for today's video. Tell me what you guys think. Thanks again. See you soon. Later.